Switch It Up. In today's video, we are going to do a review of Guess. It's in the background. It's Heartstopper 1 and Heartstopper 2. So this is a graphic novel which has now its own Netflix series, and I know there is a third book out as well, and I haven't gotten the time to read it, but I thought I don't know when I'll get my hands on it, and I just wanted to do a review of this book. And I know the story so far, it's great, and it's going to be the same in the future as well, in the third book as well, and there are many more books to come. So I thought, like, reading two books and giving a review would be quite justifiable. So for all those people who haven't read it, and who have already read it, this could be like a book club, and for the people who want to read it, this could be like a review. So and it also has its own Netflix series. So I also watched a bunch of episodes of season 1. So the season 1 story, the story that is there in season 1 is the story that happens over book 1 and 2, and I guess it also has a bits and pieces of book 3 as well, because I have seen so far 6 episodes, and what it shows has happened. So it has covered all that has happened in book 1, and now it's on to what's happening in book 2. So yeah, so if you are someone who likes comics, who likes manga, then this graphic novel is for you. And I really hope that this trend of graphic novels is here to stay. And this is a very, like, a young adult graphic novel, and I feel like there is a lot that can be done with this young adult section of graphic novels. And also I feel there should be graphic novels for older generations as well. So yeah, so today I thought that just to keep me, so this video is not just for the viewers, it's also for me, so that I keep on this habit of reading a book. And these videos will keep me accountable, so that I read new books, and this could be our small little book club where I can come and tell you that this book. So these books are not like very recently trendy books. These books can be the books that have been in trend for a while, and I am getting to them now. Or these books are not trendy at all, and these are very niche and never have been heard of books. So this book club is not one of those book clubs which gets to the book which is trending right now. We will do that if I am in that particular zone, but I just want to for this book club to be quite random. So getting to the book, after all the traveling that I've done, this book is very cute. Like, cute is the correct adjective for this book, because both the characters are extremely sweet characters, and the first character of Nick, who we know as bisexual, and the other character whose name I have forgotten, Charlie and Nick. So Charlie is the book starts with Charlie being introduced as gay, and he is in this high school, and the story is happening in a high school, and Nick, who is not clear about his sexual preferences. So in this book he finds out that he's bisexual, and so this book is very LGBTQ plus, LGBTQ pro, and so there are transgender characters, there are bisexual characters, there are gay characters, there are lesbian characters, and they have gone about this in a very in a very sweet way, in a very nonchalant way. They are not trying to like, oh my god, we are doing this. It just, this is life, this is normal, this is what it is. And the main thing that I liked about this book is, this book, though it has a bit of suspense, the book doesn't have the a very, so the show has a lot of intense emotion. The book does not have intense emotions. A lot of intense emotions, I would. It's a very feel good book. So if you are in a place where you just want a book to calm you down, and you don't want those heavy twists and turns and heavy characters and intense emotions, and you just want a calming book, the way comics are, right? Some comics are just light-hearted, feel good comics. So this is one of those comics that is feel good. You'll be just calm reading this book, and I just had a really really good time. And you will finish this book if you are someone who reads novels. Then you're going to finish these books like this. And also the illustration. Let's come to the illustration. The style of illustration is so relaxed. Like, it is a very relaxed style of illustration. And you get what she's drawn, like you understand what she's drawn. It's a very unique way of conveying. Yeah, so I was talking about the illustration style that is there in this book. So the illustration style is quite relaxed, and it is very unique. And I just love the scenes where the emotions were conveyed, like the way she has conveyed emotions and small little intricacies of those characters. Like, and she has taken the time, like in a graphic novel, to relate with the characters. Uh, it is very important that whatever quirkiness the character has, the more quirky the character is, I think that makes me relate to the character even more. So Charlie's character, he is a lanky boy, and he is always cold, so he's always wearing like a jacket on top of his high school jacket, and he's always wearing sweaters. Whereas she has also mentioned this towards the end of the book, and that he's always cold, so he's always pulling up more layers. And whereas Nick, on the other hand, is always wearing like graphic t-shirts, and because he's just doing well with the weather, and he's sporty, and they are like complete opposite. This guy is a nerd, Charlie is a nerd, and is the sweetest way possible. And Nick is a rugby lad. So yeah, I just, and the parents and the character of Charlie's sister, she just pops out of nowhere, and it is just such deep. Like the characters are, it just reminded me of, if you are a 90s kid, then you must know of this series called Recess, in which there were a group of five or uh, six children who were in fourth grade, I think, or third grade, and they every kid in that gang had a unique unit. Like they were imperfect, and one was in science, one was in sports, one was just, you know, pulling up fights, unnecessary fights, one was calm, and was in one was moody. And it's just very very unique characters and imperfect characters, and like nobody in this is that perfect person in the high school who's beautiful, who's good at sports and all that. No, every character is quite imperfect and has its own quirky bit, which makes you relate a lot. And they have, and Nick has this dog in particular, and I wish if that dog existed in reality, I would love to go and just play with that dog. Not Nick. Yeah, Nick has that dog. And it just warmed my heart. So, and I remember when this book came, and there was a lot
and the book was quite expensive. Like in India, it is. I'm not saying it's priced. I'm not saying it is priced incorrectly. It is priced exactly at what it should be. But I couldn't afford the book then, but I always wanted to read it. So I got to it eventually. And yeah, I have read the two books now. And I just wanted people who are out there who are into manga and all of that. The style of her style is very, very different than a manga. But you will enjoy it as much as you enjoy a manga, and it is very unique. And I love, artists who have such unique illustration style. And it's not just the illustration style, the storytelling is also brilliant. And it's so brilliant that when it gets converted into a Netflix series, there is nothing much that has changed. They have kept they have kept the chapters quite the same as what is there in the book. They haven't made much changes for it to be gone from like a two-dimensional surface to like a three-dimensional audio video platform. They haven't made much changes to it, and still it is so. It comes off, but I mean, the story without making much changes is relevant for every platform. That is what I'm trying to say, and that is how much of a good job the author has done. So yeah, if you want to read uh, a very like calming, light-hearted fun, if you are in a place where a lot of things are going on in your life and you just want to read like a very feel-good novel, then I would really, really recommend you this one. And both the books I have enjoyed a lot. And let me tell you, I am in a phase where I am not liking any book that I've read. Like when I was reading this book, I was in a phase where I was not enjoying any of the books that I was reading, and then I stumbled upon this, and for like reading 10 books and not making me happy to finally get on a book that just gets me out, like it just pulled me out of that hole that I was in. So yeah, so if any person out there is looking to read like a very feel good, light-hearted, and wants to get into the world of graphic novels and mangas and comics, I think this could be a great start, or it could be a middle, it could be a beginning, a middle, anywhere. If you are in a journey of illustrative book, then this book you have to give it a try. And yeah, it's a very famous book. You must have already read it. So tell me, what was your favorite scene? So my favorite scene in this book was when Charlie come back, when Charlie and Nick have shared their first kiss, and then Nick reacts in a very abrupt way. So for him, then he wants to make up for that, so he comes running back to Charlie in order to in order to correct the misunderstanding that exists. And then that scene is my best scene. And then there is, if I have to just put one illustration, there is this one illustration when they are sitting in this glass house kind of a thing. And I was very sad that they didn't show that in the series. So that scene is there, but when they are making up and they are cuddling together after that misunderstanding is resolved, and they now know what where they stand, and they are just nuzzling together, they are cuddling together in this little glass house, and that scene is not there in the series. So I was very disappointed as to, I really wanted to see that glass greenhouse, and I was very excited. Me particularly, I love greenhouses. So any shot that is being shot in a greenhouse just makes me happy. So I'll also show you the illustration, just that part. Okay, I don't want to give you spoilers. See, this scene is my favorite favorite illustration in this. And now that I realize there are a lot of illustrations that are way better, but I don't know. Like I just love how cozy. Like it's raining and they're just sitting and sipping some hot beverage, and yeah. So I loved it. And can I tell you something? Can I tell you something that reading a book is such an intimate experience and such a cozy experience that watching that series was not as much of an intimate experience. So yeah, it's like reading a book creates a bubble around you and it's just your version that you're imagining. So yeah, reading a book is a very cozy experience. So I enjoyed reading the graphic novel. If I make space, so more than I enjoyed watching the series. I love reading. Like if I had to choose, and you don't have to choose, but if I have to, in a hypothetical scenario, choose between reading this novel and watching the Netflix series, sorry Netflix, but I would just go and buy the book and read. Yes. I just love illustration. I love comics. I just love how this is there with me, and I just can go back and read as many times as I want, and I just can see how cozy this book is, and like it's a very cozy book. And Alice Oseman, someday, even I am a graphic designer. So someday I wish I could have my own graphic novel, and somewhere close to what, and my work is somewhere close to what you have done. I would be very happy with it. If I come anywhere close to what you have done with your book, I would be very, very, very happy. So yeah, if you're in a mood to read books, and you want, if you are in a place where you're not sure whether you should read a book or watch a series, I would recommend reading and buying a book, not reading on a Kindle, actually physically buying that book and reading it and enjoying your cozy little book nook and have a great time. I know there is a difference between the way the first part of the video was shot and because my battery of my phone ran out, so then now I'm shooting on my tablet, so there must be a little bit of change in the way the audio is there and change in the way the audio and the video of the beginning part of the video is different. Then now it is because at first it was being shot on my phone and now it is being shot on my tablet. So I apologize if there is any inconvenience. But anyways, I loved this particular book that I stumbled upon. So I wanted to share my joy with you guys. And yeah, we could have our own little book club here. And I plan to read complete one book in a week and come to you with that, or any kind of piece of content. Come to you with one piece of content every week, recommending you to go that helped me to calm myself down, that brought me joy. So in some way celebrating that particular artist. So yeah. So I aim to come to you every week with a piece of content that made my journey a little bit easy in that particular week. So this was this week's recommendation. See you in the next week. Bye. Thanks for watching.